Today I'm going to be talking about a new Google tool that's called Google Vids. Google Vids is an online software that's used to create videos. You can also use it to make podcasts. It's available to everyone, and it saves automatically to your Google Drive like any other Google tool, which is great. So let's get started. You're going to click on the plus sign. We are not going to get into templates today, but there are a number of templates available. You can record video or upload content from your computer before you start. But for us, we're just going to start with a clean slate. We're going to take a look at a few of the toolbars that are available in this interface. This is called the menu bar, and there's a few things that should be noted here. If you want to add a new scene, you can just click on that button, and you'll see that there's a transition between the two scenes. I'll show you how to add content to those in a minute. You have your undo, redo, zoom in, selecting tool. You can add comments if you're working with a partner. And there's other things on the menu bar, such as customizing styles, the background color, and then the transitions, which you can do at the end. Over to your far right is called the side panel. The side panel is where you're going to find templates, text, shapes and lines, and there's a lot of stuff if you scroll down. The stock and web area is where you're going to find similar options as you found in WeVideo, with different videos, stock images, music, stickers, sound effects, GIFs, and other Google images. If there's something specific you're looking for, you can search by category or just look for a scene. Like if I was looking for the ocean, I could just type in ocean, and then I would have my options of all different types of media right there. So that's stock and web. So you will be looking at that one probably a lot. You can get into your drive and photos here. You can record, and then we can also create scripts, which I will show you in just a moment. The bottom section of this interface is called the timeline, and this arrow here is called the playhead. So that's how you know where you are in the video. You'll see that playhead move, and we will look at that a little more closely in a moment. And then this middle section here is called the canvas. So let's get started. Before we get started building our video, you want to go up to the left-hand corner and give your video a title. I am just going to be talking about Iron Man today for my example. So I'm going to put my last name and Iron Man. That way when it saves to my Google Drive, I can find it easy enough. If you want to move it to a specific folder, click on the folder button, and you can move it to whatever folder that you would like. So let's start off by getting a title page going. So I want to put an image in the background first, and then a title over it. I'm going to click on my stock and web, and I'm going to go to look for an image of triathlon. Take the image, so you can see there's videos, images, etc. If I'm looking for just a stock image, I can scroll through the ones I want, and once I pick the one that I want, go ahead and select it. You're going to notice it doesn't fully fit the canvas, so we want to stretch the image to fit the canvas. And now we're going to add a title. So I'm going to click on the text button to add a title. I could use these already made templates, but I'm just going to go ahead and add my own title and call this Iron Man. All right, here we go. So I'm going to fix this font a little bit, and I'm going to give it a little bit of thickness, and I'm going to move the font up where I can see it and on to the next scene. So as I mentioned before, there's a playhead down here. I can hit play and see how it looks. Because I dropped that image in, it's kind of long, so I want to shorten that first scene a little bit. I'm going to go down here and just back up the scene so it only lasts like 3 seconds. There we go. Okay, so on to the next scene. I'm going to start talking about the different parts of the triathlon. This time I want to look for a video. All right, so these would be good. So I'm going to go ahead and select this. Notice that that just went on top of my prior scene. We want to fix that. So to add a new scene, you can click this button here which will add a new kind of slide to our movie. So I'm going to try that again. There it goes. So again, you're going to want to stretch the video. I'm going to talk about the swim a little bit on here. So there's a couple things I'm going to do. I'm going to add a background color. So I just did a right click on that empty space, and I'm going to click on a color, and I'm going to add some text. So I'm going to say, and I'm going to bold this. So you have all the functionality of a editing tool for text. Okay, so you guys are getting the gist. I'm going to make that not as long. There's a couple of other things as we move along that you want to look at. Going back to the first slide, maybe I want to animate this title coming in, so I can click on the text and click on animation, and maybe I want it to, just pick which way. I like the fade. I'm going to make it fade a little bit longer, so see what that looks like. Better. Okay, so I added the animation. Let's go back and see what that looks like. Drag the playhead back, hit the play button. That looks good. The next thing I want to add is some music. So I can go back to my stock and web, upbeat music. Okay, so I'm going to take my music and drop it down here onto the timeline. So I had the playhead, I'm going to move the playhead back because I really want that music to start at the beginning. So I'm going to go ahead and drag my music. And again, this music goes on for a long time, dragging it up. There we go. So let's take a look at it now. All right, great. So then the last piece I want to add is a voiceover. So one of the things I like about this is that you can add a script. So I can type my script on here first. Once I get my script written, I can go ahead and click on record. And I'm going to click on voiceover. You can use your screen and camera if you want yourself in the video, but I'm just going to do voiceover. And I'm going to go ahead and start recording. An Ironman distance triathlon consists of a 2.4-mile swim, a 112-mile bike, and a 26.2-mile run. I can preview it. An Ironman distance triathlon consists, sounds good. I'm going to go ahead and insert that. So again, you'll see it land on another track, and I want to bring that all the way up to the beginning. And let's go back and see what it sounds like. An Ironman distance triathlon. So it's kind of hard to hear. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to double click into my audio, and I'm going to turn down the sound on this. So you can see the volume is all the way up. I'm going to turn that volume way down on that music track, and then on my track for audio, I'm just right clicking and clicking on sound, make sure that's all the way up. Let's try that again. An Ironman distance triathlon consists of a 2.4-mile swim, a 112-mile bike, and a 26.2-mile run. So as you can see, I have a really good start on this. So we can add a sticker on here, maybe that has to do with swimming. And I could scroll down. If there's one that I like, I can go ahead and click on it and add it to my video. There we go. When I am done with this, what you are going to do is you're going to hit the share button, and it's restricted just like all the other Google tools, so you can change it to whoever you want, or if you just want for specific people to see it, you can add them there, and then you just share it out. So you copy the link, and that's it. It's all set. So it's pretty easy to use. I think it's pretty comparable to WeVideo, and I hope that this helps you guys make some really cool projects with your students or for yourself. Thank you for watching.